Fenris thinks the name Fenris is so awesome.
Well, yeah, because it's Fenris. Of course he does.
No, it's a great name, just not for werewolves.
Yeah.
Time I look around.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. We're back with some more Monsterhearts. Now, before we start our adventure once again, we have a couple more character building exercises in my lovely book. So we're going to go around the room and we're going to ask some NPC character building questions. First off, we have Alaric. I have an important question for you, Alaric. Why is Quichu afraid of you?
Which one was Quichu again?
Quichu is... Let me go to our classrooms page. Quichu is the person in media arts class over here.
Let's see. Quichu is afraid of me because they saw me accepting a shipment, accepting a parcel of designer drugs, stuff that could get you a felony.
Okay. Now, are the rumors about you hooking up with Rome true?
No, but not for lack of trying. And it was mainly because he was, again, trying to get her to come to a sketchy role-playing session.
Of course. Okay. Last
But
question.
he has helped the rumors along, definitely.
All right. Last question. What does Sasha know that most people don't?
Could you point out Sasha to me?
All right, in law class, over here.
What does Sasha know that most people don't? I'm having trouble here. Can anybody spitball for me?
What was the question? Sasha knows that other people don't know?
Yes.
About Alaric.
Ooh. That you're secretly scared of spiders, that you secretly are not that good at Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 combat, which would absolutely obliterate you if anybody knew, because it's supposed to be like all that at board games. You drool a lot when you watch Jurassic Park. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I was gonna say a fear too. I was gonna say some form of fear. That's what I thought of.
Yeah, I like the spiders one.
All right.
Deathly afraid of spiders. He won't even put them in as NPC, like as monsters.
Nice.
No driders even.
No, he like retcons everything and like modifies the models, and he's like, why are there no giant spiders in here? No reason.
I don't approve of this.
All right. Next, Alistair. We have 3 questions for you. Why does Romeo look at you with sad eyes? Romeo is this boy right here in environmental science class.
Sad eyes. I think he probably made a bad deal with me, traded away something he cared about for something he thought he cared about more, but then found out he didn't.
All right, nice. Okay, second question. What secret did Chloe trust you with? Chloe is this girl in law class.
Secrets. Any suggestions? Anyone?
Secret that she entrusted to you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the first thing that jumps to mind is obviously something to do with their orientation. What's Chloe's deal?
Mm-hmm.
Chloe's deal in terms of like, let's say, is there anybody that she's dated in the past? Does she identify or speak up about any like that she's straight or bi or whatever? Anything serious like that, or is she just kind of doesn't talk about shit like that?
Okay. I
Yeah,
think she
because
would.
sorry, go ahead.
I think she would trust you with the fact that she is a lesbian. Okay, last question. Rena thinks the two of you are close. Why and how do you feel about it? Rena is this girl over here in media arts class.
I'll say she made a good deal with me. Maybe she gave me something she didn't think was valuable that I did, and I gave her something that she really valued for what she believed to be nothing.
All right. Cool. Now, Fenris, your 3 questions. Xerxes always smiles around you. Why?
Xerxes was.
Xerxes is this boy here.
Yes. It always smiles around me.
Yes.
Huh. We are fencers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe Xerxes always liked Atticus.
Okay.
Could never, never say it, or never felt like maybe that because he took Atticus's quietness as being like put offness, kind of coldness before.
Right.
So yeah, but he tries to break the ice with him, like he wants to. Either he likes him as a friend or sexually. I don't know. One of those, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second question. Why does Lance consider you a friend? Lance is this guy in, where is he? In environmental science, this guy.
Lance. What is Lance's deal? What does he do?
He is a jock. He likes hockey.
Likes hockey. Wow.
Yeah.
Why would he see us as a friend? Oh, shit. Okay. Maybe like back in middle school. Because I mean, he doesn't do fencing, right?
No.
Okay, maybe back in middle school, Fenris would ice skate. Atticus would ice skate a lot.
Okay.
Back in middle school, so maybe they would be on the same like ice rink, or I don't know, ice the lake. How do you do it in Canada?
Okay.
Right? I don't know, something like that. Like I'm trying to think how they would be friends now. Maybe he just always just thought of him as a friend, or they were like at the same summer camp.
All right.
I like Fenris's idea, and I would suggest something like you always go ice skating in the lake during winter.
Okay.
And it's like an event.
All right.
So we kind of are friendly then, but yeah. Okay. Atticus was maybe intimidated by him before, so anything that Lance tried to do to be friends with him, Atticus would feel intimidated. But yeah, but he was friendly with him. Let's write that down. Okay.
All right. Your last question is, Aaron fought you once. Who won?
Who's Aaron?
Aaron is this guy over here, right next to you.
Like fought like a fist fight?
Up to you.
How tough is Aaron? How built is Aaron? How martial is Aaron?
Let's see. Let me refer to my notes. Aaron is 6 feet tall and has a sturdy build.
Okay.
And he usually fights for his brother. So.
Okay, he definitely won.
Okay.
But I would say it wasn't like a huge win.
Okay.
Atticus kind of managed to get out of it, without taking too much damage, but he definitely won.
Okay.
But that was I feel like that was how long ago was that? I don't feel like it was just recently. I feel like that was kind of maybe the beginning of high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
For Aaron, right?
Yes, Aaron.
Aaron.
All right. And Ziggy.
Why, yes. Here I am.
All right. Since you're new, this is going to be a little bit tricky, but so your first question is, somehow the two of you met over summer and Shaq once asked you out. What was the outcome of that? Shaq is this guy over here in law class.
The pizza guy.
Pizza guy. Asked me out once. How specifically, or where did he ask me out to? Was it super casual, or was it like, I'd really like to have dinner with you and like to go to my house later? Like,
it would definitely be something casual.
Something casual? I'd probably say yes. And then as Shaq went to like kiss me or something, Ziggy just totally cut him off, or her off, no, thank you so much for dinner. It was fantastic. Or that was a good movie, right? And then just kind of went about their own business while Shaq was just kind of like left.
Right. Okay. Your next question. You and Killian met during summer. Where did you meet? Killian is this guy right here.
Killian? Okay. Let's say that we met at the coffee shop. Now, the Beanery is someplace where you can find Ziggy, or you could find Ziggy most days of the summer, excuse me. And she would be reading really, really fucking obscure poetry books. Just like they'd be reading really highbrow, like Rilke, and like just obviously trying to look smart and intellectual, but like have like a little espresso. So probably met there if I'm sorry, what was the name?
Killian.
Killian ever went into the coffee shop. They might have met there and had a conversation.
Okay. Your last question. Iscariot avoids you. Why? Iscariot is this guy here in media arts class.
Okay. Now, can you describe Iscariot's personality? Is Iscariot like super innocent, super outgoing, super shy?
He's very outgoing. He's very loud. He's promiscuous. Okay. He likes dancing.
He likes dancing?
Mm-hmm.
Very loud, very promiscuous, likes dancing. Avoids me probably because one time when we were at the, he was at the, what was it? Dance Macabre, right? Mm-hmm. The Dance Macabre. He had gone out, started in like a back alley, started getting like frisky with somebody, and all of a sudden he turns around and sees Ziggy leaning against a wall, smoking a cigarette, looking directly at them, like totally unflinching, just like, I can't look him in the eyes ever since that happened. Just like, oh my God, what did that just happen? Totally just like, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Those are some more character development questions just to get everyone, a little bit more into the NPCs and everything. So keep those things in mind while we're role playing and all of that stuff. All right. So we're going to jump back in, and we're going to jump into into lunchtime, actually. Yes, lunchtime. So lunchtime. Yes. Okay. Here we are. Welcome to the gym, where you have lunch, because the school is too small to have a cafeteria and a gym. So you guys are on the right side. You can move wherever you want to.
I mean, clearly Alaric and the gang are going to hang together.
Of course. Okay, so Alaric is with Kokone, Michael, and Vincent over there. Okay. Ziggy's gonna sit alone. Alistair's gonna sit alone, and Fenris is going to sit with Xerxes and Augustine. Okay. Let's see. All right. We'll start with Fenris. Okay, so Fenris goes to sit at the table. Xerxes kind of smiles as you walk over, and Augustine's just kind of sitting there, almost falling asleep.
Mind if I sit here?
Augustine
And he
kind
sits
of
down.
opens his eyes, already sees that you're sitting there, and he's like... And Xerxes is like, yeah, dude, whatever, man.
Nice.
Thanks for helping out earlier. That was
No worries, man.
kind of weird.
Yeah, that guy seems like a huge asshole.
Yeah. I don't even know where he came from.
Well, as long as he doesn't pull any of that kind of shit again, then, just keep his head down.
Right as you say that, guess who's gonna come to the cafeteria?
Bam, bam, bam.
He's here.
Bring it.
And he goes and just fucking pulls Iscariot out of his seat and sits down.
The fuck?
What the fuck? I mean...
Iscariot is now on the ground, just kind of sitting there like...
I want to put my hand down to Iscariot.
Okay.
Do I know Iscariot?
You know that Iscariot is kind of friends with Octavius, this guy over here. And
oh, really? Friends with Octavius?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's kind of a dancer guy.
Okay. I'm still gonna put my hand down.
All right. He kind of takes your hand and gets up and he's like, "Not
Dude,
this shit again."
Are you fucking serious, man? And I put my hands like on. Does he have a dinner tray or a lunch tray or anything?
Nope.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Didn't we just go through this shit?
And the new kid kind of stands up and he's like, "You gonna try stopping me again?"
You're fuck right I am. I mean, you're acting like a huge asshole. Nobody's gonna like you in this school. You won't have any friends. Why don't you apologize to Iscariot and go sit in a different open seat?
Do I look like I want to apologize to anyone?
I'm telling you to fucking apologize.
At this point, the new kid kind of gets up a little bit straighter. He has his he has a metal coated kind of glove thing, and he just kind of
Oh shit!
punches you right in the face. We'll see okay. So he's gonna lash out physically, and he's gonna roll with his volatile. So we'll see how that turns out. Oh, he doesn't actually have a good volatile. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so he rolled a 6, so he fails.
Yeah.
He kind of notices Alistair just out of nowhere, and he kind of swerves his hand a little bit.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what's going on all of a sudden.
So he swerves kind of around me?
Yeah.
All right, so Fenris, seeing this, is going to now, this just triggered something in him right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to actually kind of, jump toward... So if it's swinging around him, this way?
Yeah.
So he kind of, goes back a little bit and then just is, and jumps on him. And I want to fucking, get on top of him, basically, right now.
All right, lash out physically.
Yes.
Roll me a
And I'm
volatile.
this is really weird. If anybody's seeing this, This is not like I'm throwing a punch. I'm like, and I'm just, you see for a very second, like kind of this fate. Yeah. Okay. Volatile.
This is so interesting.
Shit.
8. Partial success. So when you lash out physically and you have a partial success, you harm them, but then you choose 1.
This guy's been harmed twice.
Yeah. Learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you. The MC decides how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self. So.
Whoa! Wait a minute. That seems like an extreme reaction for fucking lashing out physically. That seems a little risky for me to do.
Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Basically, what's gonna go down is you tackle the new kid, and he gets like fucking flown to the ground, and he just kind of rips at you, and that kind of triggers something inside of you.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, you start to feel the wolf start coming out.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Alistair.
Is it triggering my darkest self, or is it the first one?
It is triggering your darkest self.
Holy shit. So I just turned into a werewolf right now?
Yes, you just turn right into a werewolf right there.
In front of everybody.
In front of everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So should I act this out, or would I say what happens, or?
What would you like to do?
Okay, do I notice? All right, I see. So I feel the wolf coming on, right?
Yeah.
And I think I've had this happen to me, like, maybe it happened to me the very first time when I changed, but I didn't really realize it. And then it happened once before.
Okay.
And that freaked me out.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess you would see, like, he's on top of him. He strikes out at me, right?
Yes.
This is going to be really fucking gross, okay? I would say, like, I start, and I look to, what is this person's name again?
Iscariot.
Iscariot. I look to Iscariot and I go, run. And then I'm going to start, my skin is going to start almost like steaming, and I'm going to start tearing at my flesh, basically, and you guys start to see, like, tufts of hair coming out. You start hearing, like, bones popping, and my arms are kind of like, and it's like pop, 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 you know, like breaking and boning, and skin. And then I could do a howl, but I don't think that would be great. But yeah, just I'm totally fucking beast mode right now. Yeah, and they're drooling. My face is elongated. My eyes are yellow. I mean, this is huge.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's huge.
You might want to run at this point.
Run! And I
Right.
probably start to rip his throat out.
I think that everybody seeing this happen should probably take some sort of reaction to it rather than just stand around for like a minute while he rips his flesh off.
Yeah. Okay. So
I was about to say, you see Ziggy kind of, if anybody's noticing, she's in the back and she has this weird like vape, and so she's reading a book. She sees something going out, and so as she sees this guy like start steaming and ripping his hair out, you can see it slowly like falls from her mouth, right? And she's kind of staring, open mouth, and eyes get bigger and bigger. She stands up and she starts like backing away slowly, trying not to be noticed at all. And I think she might do a move, actually. Is that something I can do now?
To run away? Is that
basically. And then if I can, I'd like to take the unnoticeable move.
Okay. So you're gonna do unnoticeable?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you just kind of start blending in.
Yeah.
You are gone.
Nobody sees me.
All right. Now, as Fenris is like wolfing it up, he doesn't notice, but his fencing crew kind of show up, and they're here to like stop you. And this guy here is also here to stop you. And this guy here. And like a lot of people are here to stop you. And they start like holding you back, trying to stop you from,
ripping this guy's
throat
As a
out.
werewolf.
Yeah.
As a werewolf, they're holding me back. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I would fucking lash at the first person to put their hands on me.
All right. Roll to lash out physically at Augustine.
Augustine, no.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
Partial success. So you harm them, but they learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you, or the MC decides how bad the harm turns out. Okay.
I feel like everybody's learned a true thing about you today, Fenris.
Yeah, so Augustine is going to gain a string on you.
Okay.
Okay. And so, you lash out at him.
I kind of like bite back because I'm like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you manage to like grab his arm with your teeth, kind of rip a bit of his arm. And for a moment, he like freaks out. But he like manages to keep you steady and stuff. Pulls you back.
I'm drooling. It's really gross.
Yeah. And everyone is just starting to like, pull you away and like try to keep you contained and all of that shit.
Alaric and company think this is a good time to maybe not be here.
All right.
We're gonna run away with volatile.
All right. Roll some volatiles. You roll yours. Partial succeed. Let me roll for Kokone. Success. Michael. Also success. And Vincent is probably going to fail. Hey. All right, so you all partially succeed or succeed. So on a 7 to 9, you get away, but choose one. You run into something worse, you cause a big scene, or you leave something behind.
We're gonna go with cause a big scene. They're not just leaving; they're telling everybody else, guys, let's get out of here. Let's call the police. Get
Fucking
somebody.
Screaming, yeah.
I knew Fenris is up to no good.
You did know.
Loony.
All right. So you guys managed to run away. We'll say that you are not here right now.
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea to me.
Later. Okay. You guys are gone. And we'll say that someone went and called for Mr. Berlinger, actually. Because that would sound like something he would want to know about, actually.
Somebody turned into a werewolf!
So, Mr. Fenris, you heard somebody yelling about calling the police and get the teachers.
Yeah.
Do you still want to be here when they show up?
Well, I'm being held down right now, right?
Yeah, you are.
I mean, I would keep trying to... Basically, they're holding me back. I would keep trying to attack them. Anybody who's trying to hold on to me.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep me from this guy or get out.
All right. And at this point...
I love how Alistair's just like this silent, like, big guy who's just still there, like...
So
He's
basically...
watching all the proceedings.
God.
Rome is there.
Uh-huh.
True. Rome is there, and she's like, dude, calm down. Calm down. Just, they're gonna probably call the cops on you.
I mean, I'm a werewolf right now, right? I'm a wolf creature. Okay.
She approaches you.
Okay. I would say, like, does she touch me? Does she try to touch me?
Yeah, she like tries to grab your arm.
Okay, and then I would strike at her.
Okay, roll another volatile.
It's because I'm being contained right now that it's just like. Ooh.
Mark an experience. As you try to snap at her, she pulls her hand away, and she's like, "Dude." And as you fail this, does anything happen? Okay. So you fail the roll, and she's just kind of like staring at you. She's like, okay, Fenris. And she tries her best to like also contain you.
Okay.
She will do her best. But no one is lashing out at you at this moment.
Okay.
Standing on the sidelines, Alistair lights the joint.
All right. Okay.
Just kind of standing there watching them restrain Fenris. And he kind of just sighs, shaking his head, takes a little puff, and kneels down in front of the new kid and says to him, "You really should try and contain that temper of yours."
New kid kind of looks over at you, and he just... He looks pretty beat up. He's got, like, a bloody nose. He's got, like, just blood splattered over his face. He's kind of got, like, you know, a bruised eye and all of that shit. He's just sitting there and he's like, causing trouble is what I do.
I can see that. You've caused quite a bit of trouble here. Even nearly gotten yourself killed. But since you haven't, I suppose you're not going to stop. I also suppose you might want a little bit of revenge. Perhaps some recompense for this minor scuffle. How about you make a little deal here? He's just going to blow some smoke into his face.
All right. So you're using your move?
Acting the bargaining ceremony.
All right. What would you like to do while you're here?
I'm going to offer him a couple of strings on Fenrir.
Okay.
In exchange for some strings he has himself.
All right. He has strings. Oh. He has a string on Iscariot and a string on Rome.
See, from what I view here, he seems to be I think he'd be very interested in getting back at Fenrir. So I'm going to offer him one string on Fenrir for both of his strings.
Sure, he'll take it.
So fucking diabolical. I love it.
Very wise decision on your part. This will be helpful for you. And fun for me to watch.
New kid kind of just sits back a little bit and he's like, "Oh, this is only the beginning."
All the better then. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other much more in the future. Now Alistair's just going to stand up, toss his joint aside, and start walking away.
All right. So at this point, Mr. Berlinger kind of shows up.
Can I use my move heightened senses
Yes.
at this point?
Sure.
Okay. So
What
I
would you
roll
like
on
to do?
Dark. succeed. So on an 8 to 9, I ask to ask one question below, and I take one forward.
Okay.
At this point, like, because everybody's around me, and I sense more people coming in, I'm going to ask, where's my best escape route? My best escape route.
All right. Your best escape route would be to start running, probably through the rest of the strip mall that you're a part of, that your school's a part of, and to go hide near the park.
Okay. And then it says I take one forward. So taking one forward, I can just use on any roll. Is that how it works? Or...
taking one forward is you get a +1 to your next roll.
Okay. So I'll write that down somewhere. So then I would like to try to run away in that direction.
All right. Roll me a volatile.
And don't forget that +1.
Yes. Okay, partial success. Okay, so on a partial success, you manage to run away, but you either run into something worse, you cause a big scene, or you leave something behind.
I mean, I'm definitely causing a big scene. I mean, it's kind of a giveaway at this point, right? I wouldn't think he really leave anything at this point. I mean, yeah, so basically he's definitely going to cause a big scene. He's going to just like, they're holding him. He sees all this shit going on, and he's just like, kind of goes down to get them off balance, and then like shoves it way up, and so they all kind of like knock off of him.
Okay.
And then he's gonna do like a little woo, and then kind of like fucking give the new kid one last like little growl, and as his tongue is lolling out of his mouth, he's gonna get on all fours. But is there a window?
Yeah, you can jump.
He's jumping through the fucking window.
All right.
Total like there's almost. I mean, there's not the shape of him. It just shatters everywhere. Yeah.
All right.
As he just fucking bursts through the window and takes off in that direction.
All right. You are gone.
I'm out of here.
Awesome. Okay. So
That happened.
Well, that happened. Okay. So Mr. Berlinger shows up after Fenris runs away, and he just kind of stares at everyone who's all like sprawled out on the floor at this point, and he looks at the window that just got broken open, and he's like, I'm gonna need an explanation for this. And then, like, basically these kids are gonna like start explaining, all of that stuff that went down, and Mr. Berlinger is going to take Katsuro, the new kid, and kind of take him to the office. So they're going to be gone now. All right. That's an eventful lunch.
Holy shit. This day so far.
Interesting. Very interesting.
All right. So, all right. Forgot to hide Ziggy. All right. So, let's go around the room. Alaric, where are you running to?
I was the one, and my group was the one that went and actually got him, the teacher that just came in.
All right.
Right now, they've grouped and had a quick strategy session. Alaric said, I told you I had a bad feeling about that guy. So, how do we deal with this? Answer, start rumors. Something that'll give us leverage over him. But also something that's not so ridiculous that we sound insane, even though we all know he's clearly a werewolf.
Right.
Clearly.
What sort of rumor is that? Well, clearly, he's a furry. I mean, he renamed himself Fenris, and now he's going around pretending to be a werewolf. And, obviously we know that because, we've got a resident expert right here. Tell him, Mikey.
Michael.
Yeah.
I got you, man.
I got you.
Come on. I'd like to roll cold and have my gang assist me.
All right. Okay. So this is for what?
This is shutting him down, using it to start a rumor about him, and
Okay.
I'm going to give him the condition, clearly a furry.
All right. Fenris, mark down the condition clearly a furry. All right.
The best condition ever.
Yeah. Michael is definitely going to help out with that. He's going to start like talking about how, oh yeah, man, I saw Fenris's persona one time. He showed me his persona. It was like so much cooler than mine. And all of that stuff.
Nice.
Vincent is like kind of apprehensive about this, but you know, he's more cool about it. He's just like, yeah, well, you know, werewolves, furries,
Whatever.
go hand in hand, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do at this point?
I believe that's it.
All right. Ziggy, what are you doing now that you're hidden?
See, I'm hidden now. All of the kind of drama has gone away.
Mhm.
I saw Fenris obviously turn into a fucking werewolf or whatever that shit was, jump out of a window, and everybody's like, okay, we'll call a teacher and then it'll all be normal. So looking around to make sure nobody is, or they make sure nobody notices, she kind of turns back into non-existent so people can recognize her, and she's like leaning against her chair reading the book with the vape in her mouth, just like nothing really happened.
All
So
right.
she's back, just like, holy shit, but no, I'm cool. You see how cool I am, guys? Just so non-affected. Mm-mm. Reading Virginia Woolf, motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, I try.
Okay. Well, at this point, lunch is over,
Thank God.
clearly. Mr. Berlinger kind of already went and took care of the new kid, who is now probably being sent to the office on his first day, which is fun. And everyone kind of disperses from this spot. Iscariot kind of looks like he's kind of in a daze as well. And Rome is like, dude, are you alright? She's checking up on him and all of that stuff. So she's over there. Hibiku and Lance kind of go back to their seats and blah, blah, blah. So do they. How about we go to Fenris, who is running away? Yeah. So I don't have a map for this, so we'll just go to the town map. So
You said he was headed to the park, right?
The other park, the one that's right next to
Right.
that one. Okay. This one over here.
Okay.
It's a small little park. It's got a lot of trees there.
Okay.
Good place to hide.
I mean, he would go and just kind of because that was such a. It was getting to the point where there's too many people around. But he is still his darkest self,
Mm-hmm.
so he's still craving power and dominance.
Yes.
Is there any? There's no animals in here, right? Really?
They're like squirrels, I guess.
Okay.
It's nothing like big.
Okay. I guess this point,
Smell the horses?
yeah, I mean, he might even go back to the kind of the school and stalk around, waiting to see if anybody comes out. I think he'd be kind of stalking around here, waiting for nightfall.
All right.
It's like evening, right, or afternoon.
It's like noontime right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he would kind of just stay like in this little park for right now.
Okay.
Kind of waiting to see comes out, or like nighttime is really when he wants to go after people. He's too exposed if he comes out right now. So.
Okay. So. At this point, you're kind of like waiting around. You're just kind of hiding in this forest type deal. And like a couple hours in, you start to hear a soft voice kind of calling for you. And you just hear this voice say, Fenris? Fenris?
Can I see who it is, or do I?
Yes. As you peer around and your heightened senses kind of like guide you right towards where this person is, you see May, who is looking for you.
Oh, shit. Well, is she in the forest?
She's like right at the edge of the forest.
Okay. Is she coming in, or is she just calling from the outside?
Yeah, she's like starting to walk in.
Okay, I'm charging toward her.
Okay. So you start heading towards her.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
He would charge toward her, and he would just kind of, and then kind of go up, like bring himself to his full height. I don't know. Let's see. And what is her reaction as he like comes fucking above her with his claws out, and
her eyes go wide, and she kind of shrieks a little bit, and she's like, Fenris!
And he kind of like he doesn't tack her full out, but he kind of like knocks her over and gets on, like not like on top of her, but he's kind of like, is she running away? Is she trying to fight him? If he kind of like
she would like kind of start scrambling away.
So then he's kind of, as she's scrambling away, like he's trying to say like be submissive. He wants her to be submissive at this point, but she's not giving in, right?
No, not really.
Okay, so then he would strike out at her.
Okay, go ahead, go lash out.
I just feel like I'm gonna keep rolling bad at this point. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Can't get me out of this.
Experience. Okay. And you kind of go to lash out at her again.
Yeah.
And she screams and cowers, and like it goes right above her head. And she's like,
okay, how scared does she look at this point now?
She looks absolutely terrified, but she's trying to be strong about it.
I'm trying to think, like, as he struck out and he looks at her and there's this like face of pure terror, kind of, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if that would actually get him out of his darkest self, because at this point he's like, I mean, he's hurt her like on a psychological level, right? I mean,
that's fair.
He's kind of, and he has
I vote for yes.
String on him, right? Like too. So
yeah. I
don't know if that can be used, or
can that be used?
I vote for psychological harm if it's up for arbitration. That sounds like certainly psychological harm to me.
Yeah. Okay. She's also going to pull a string on you.
Okay.
To tempt you to do what she wants.
Okay.
So she's trying to get you out of your darkest self with her just fear, just out of straight fear.
Yeah. And okay, so should I shouldn't mark experience, or should? Again, probably it's.
If she's tempting you and you do the thing, then the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say like she kind of like the string also, like she's so afraid, but maybe she like says my name and it's like, Fenris, what do you like, you know?
Yeah.
And that would like pull something in him. He sees the fear. He has history with her.
Yeah.
He's going to like, it's gonna just like shock him, like a bucket of ice water kind of hits him, you know? And he stops and he like backs away from her in his wolf form. And as he's backing away, like you hear bones crunching again, you know, like all these crazy sounds.
Yeah.
And the fur just kind of like drops. This is not as violent as it was before. And then he's kind of just like still, and there's just like a pile of fur over him.
Okay.
And he like gets up and he looks up, and so basically he almost like comes out of this pile of fur.
Yeah.
And he's naked.
Okay.
And he looks at May, and he's like, May, what happened?
Well, and you can see that she's like trying not to cry.
What did I do? Oh no. Did I hurt you?
No, it's okay.
No.
It's fine.
No, it's not. He's freaking out. He's gonna run back to his house.
All right, roll to run away.
All right. I've not been doing good on these votes. Wow, he is fucking naked and speedy.
Yeah, he just
falls out, literally. He's flying in the wind.
Yeah. He runs home.
Almost like he could be like, ah, but not quite that.
All right. And you run to the second floor of the bookstore where you go and hide.
Is my father in the bookstore because I feel like it's like you have to go into the bookstore to get to the upper stairs.
Yeah, probably.
So
he's probably like adjusting books.
Okay.
And Leopold, was it?
Leopold, yeah.
Yeah, Leopold. He turns to look at you and he says, Atticus?
I'm already like up the stairs maybe at that point.
And he starts calling after you. He says, Atticus, are you all right?
Yeah, just I'm sick. I had to come home early. Just I'll be down later.
All right. Just if you're sick, make sure you get some water.
Yeah, got it, Dad. God.
All right. Yeah. So that happens.
Yep.
And is there anything else that anyone wanted to do?
I think that was it for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I feel like I'm good too.
Okay. Anthony, anything? Okay. So I think this is what we're going to call it. We're going to do the Dance Macabre,
Yes.
the Dance Macabre party concert next session. And as for that, in the meanwhile, we have a whole bunch of other games in Kronos World going on this week. Tomorrow we have New London, which is also one of Eric's games. I don't know where he is on my screen. Somewhere down there. Yep. And it's a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition game, kind of steampunky, really cool. Check it out. Same time. Thursdays we got the Battle Arena, which is also real cool. I'm going to be DMing it this week.
Woo!
It'll be real cool. I'm going to go kill some people. It's going to be awesome.
Be gentle.
Eric is also in that. So if you like
Don't
Eric,
be gentle.
go ahead and see that. And yeah, if you like our show, go ahead and follow our Discord. Join us on Discord. Follow our YouTube. Subscribe to that. Follow our Twitch. Definitely follow our Twitch.
Do it.
You guys have done an amazing job today. We have reached an amazing goal, and I'm so excited for this. We did amazingly today, and this is just awesome. So thank you all for being here, and I hope we can see you tomorrow and the day after that and the week after that, and I hope I get to steal your souls.
What?
We're going to steal all the souls.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys for joining us, and see you.
Bye.
It was so much fun.